Hey Sneak Peekers, it's Gavin. I'm here on the red carpet of Finestkind, an awesome film festival, about to interview a few members of the crew. Let's check it out. What advice do you have for students that are trying to make their way into the film industry?
It really depends on what part of the process they're interested in. If you're a writer, write. And just keep writing and tell your stories and use your lived experience to inform what you're writing about. I'm a producer, so from a producer, it's get to know talented people that you believe in, advocate for them, read that material. I read a lot of scripts, and you can tell when one is elevated, because most of them aren't, unfortunately. And not for lack of effort, and so it's about identifying creative people that you think are talented and that you should be trying to help get their stories told. And if you're a director, get behind the camera and shoot with your iPhone or whatever, shoot as much as you can, get that experience. If you're an actor, do anything to get people to see you. So it's really about focusing on what you want to achieve. And look, this is a business, most businesses are, but this is really a business of relationships. And so you really want to be able to surround yourself with a group of people that you believe in and think are going to go up the ladder with you and keep those relationships, and they will come back to be your best friend at some point. A lot of the people I started with are now running studios and agencies. I've known them since we were in our 20s. So we have a trust and a bond because we've gone through it together. So the network is also very important.
Very simple. Be ambitious, do the research, but shoot stuff. Don't overthink it. Really shoot things and put it together. Don't be so hard on yourself, like just do it, and shoot friends that are doing sports. That was my way in. I shot sports, like ski, so we produced ski and snowboard movies. So that was my ticket in, so I didn't get the narration part, but that's stuff you can learn later. But the kinetic thing with camera as a cinematographer, that's the thing, right? You capture the action. So that's my advice. Does it make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoot.
I think that makes
sense. Shoot it, don't overthink it, and don't look too much around what everybody else is doing. And trust. Actually, it's not a cliche, but trust your instincts.
It might sound all-encompassing, but if you want to work in film, you have to give your life to film. It's easier said than done. But you really have to make it your life, and not your job, and not your anything else. Then it's like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to give my life to it. And it doesn't mean it's even going to reward you for that, but it might. But if you're not all in on it, it's very hard to get anything from it, I think.
The look of this movie, I know it's Massachusetts, commercial fishing is sort of the background. What was your goal in achieving the look for this movie, and how would you describe it?
It was when you travel there, let's say most people can travel and see all these crazy nice places, so I put myself as a tourist, how would I travel? Let's say I travel from around the world to see this place, so that's why I want to capture it
So what does it feel like to...
I've never seen it before, but also to bring it back to people I'm not going to be able to be there in person, so really capture the grandness of this environment, the ocean, the boats, the nature, the water, and also, but don't forget about the performances. The actors, that's the same thing. It's also the face is a fantastic vista as well.
How did you get involved with Brian, this project, all of that?
So to the point, I met Brian a little over 30 years ago. I was a young producer, he was a young writer. I had a book that I was looking to find a writer to do the work and adapt it into a screenplay. Met him, I read a writing sample, and we hired him to do the script. It didn't get made, but he did great work, and we stayed we had a lot of common
person who has
interests.
to drive the car past it.
So we ended up becoming season ticket partners in
Oh,
LA
wow,
Kings
yeah.
hockey. And we just
a lot about driving.
stayed in touch. He came in and helped and did some writing for me on some movies that I was making at the last minute. He came in and did a polish. We've always tried to find something to do together. And when he gave me Finestkind 20 years ago now, I fell in love with the script and I pestered him for 20 years to finally agree to lean in, and he did, and here we are.
So I know you have a bit of a background in commercial fishing and living in Massachusetts. So what was it like to make this film with that lived experience? Did it help her? What was that like?
No, it completely helped her.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a commercial fisherman, my father was a commercial fisherman, and when I got out of college, I had an English degree, like the main character, or one of them, two main characters in the film. And I went fishing because I couldn't get a job, and I was the only member of my family who hadn't been fishing. And I wouldn't have written this script if I hadn't done all that, even though it was years ago.
Was that difficult at all? Waiting that 20 years? Do you think
There were
that
frustrating times. A lot of the reasons were he was busy, I was busy. It wasn't the right time for that kind of story. The industry goes as we're experiencing now.
Yeah.
Ebbs and flows. There were 4 years ago. We thought we had it done. We had a different cast. We were ready to go into production, and a couple things went wacko, and it didn't quite work. It was heartbreaking. And I thought at the time that was it. And we had our shot, and it didn't happen. And then, as I said, a couple of years ago, he called me and said, "Gary, I really want to make this movie. Do you think we could give it one more shot?" And I said, "If you're 100% ready, yes." And he said, "I'm 100%." I went to work, he went to work, and we got it done. That's satisfying. The first day of shooting on set, we were both pretty emotional because it was incredible to actually got there. We never thought we would.
I know this script has been in development for years at this point.
Yeah.
So, what kind of led now to be the time?
Congratulations again.
It was just kind of serendipity in some ways, because I would try to make it and then I would abandon
Okay,
it.
this would be
Sometimes 10 years would go by without even thinking about it. But it was always kind of there waiting for me. And I never sold it, so no one had any claim on it, which ended up being a good thing. So when it finally had its shot, there was no encumbrance or whatever the word would be. But, in some ways, when they say write what you know and all those things, it should have probably been the film I made first. And instead, I'm making it much later in my career, and I'm directing as an older person, a script that a younger person wrote. But that younger person's still me. It's I don't think I would have written it the same. I kept it the way I wrote it originally, but it's a very odd set of circumstances, which I'm really grateful for.
Thank you for watching the video, and be sure to like and subscribe to check out our other coverage here at Austin Film Festival. You can also check out videos like this one.